It's exciting that college sports in general seem to be growing even more than they ever have been. I just hope that the integrity of college sports remains. March Madness is just around the corner, and I know that we've been talking about college hoops a lot on this channel recently, but there was just some news that leaked. A report that said that Duke, Kansas, and more are in talks with MCBB Tournament offering $2 million in NIL money. It says, following in the footsteps of the NBA, men's college basketball is looking to start its own in-season tournament featuring 8 of the biggest programs in the country. According to Front Office Sports, the tournament will be dubbed Players Era, with $2 million in name, image, and likeness deals being offered to these teams that participate. So the teams they're talking to right now: Duke, Kansas, Alabama, Florida Atlantic, Oregon, San Diego State, Virginia, and Houston. They noted that the tournament operator is guaranteeing that sponsors and other tournament partners will offer each school a total of $1 million in NIL money for participating. The money will be spread around to various groups, including collective, boosters, or other NIL entities, with coaches and teams given the ability to distribute the money as they see fit, as long as it goes to players currently on the team. The winning team will receive an additional $1 million in NIL money to be distributed in the same way. My initial thoughts after seeing this were a few things. Firstly, why are they also not doing this for the women's side? Women's college basketball right now has had so much visibility and press, I feel like even more than the men's side, and why I think it would be important to do this for the women's side, and why I think women's basketball is going to continue to grow, especially on the college level, and why it's so important on the college level, is because girls stay in college for all 4 years, sometimes 5. So the storylines, the rivalries between teams, the rivalries between players continue on over many of years. A lot of these top recruits that are playing at Duke and these other big schools are one and dones. A tweet went out about this, and I feel like the general consensus from the public was also kind of all over the place. Somebody commented, "This is pay to play. It gives schools recruiting advantages over other schools and must not be permitted. NIL is for student athletes to profit off their name and likeness. This is not NIL." Somebody said, "Wait until the players start demanding money from the NCAA to play in their NCAA tournament. Fiscal incentives based on tournament success." Which, if you are going to have only a few teams in this kind of tournament, I do think that maybe it's a bit unfair for other schools, and it goes into this bigger discussion of where NIL is right now and how it's going to continue to grow. Because I will say that college basketball and college sports in general do not need fixing. They're fantastic. There's always a competitive edge. These kids, and I'm going to say kids because they're very young, these kids are still going out on the court, on the field, and playing with so much passion and drive and love for the sport. And that's why I'm glad that a lot of players are getting compensated now, because it is like a full-time job, and these colleges are making a lot of money off of your name and likeness. However, is there a point where it dips too far to where college becomes like we see the NBA or the NFL becoming? Is there players who come in and they don't care to play that much? Are we going to see kids starting to sit out because they know that they're making money anyway and they're one and done and they're ready to go to the NBA? And so I think something like this, where there is going to be $2 million going to the winning team, maybe we just be careful from all sides, or it does turn into something where college sports are thrown into the same category as professional sports, and we won't know what the detriment or the negative side effects of that will be until more time passes. So it's exciting. It's exciting that college sports in general seem to be growing even more than they ever have been. I just hope that the integrity of college sports remains.
Why can't there be an in-season tournament for, like, you know, where 70, 80 teams playing it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's the thing that I think hopefully there comes to be more of those, because I guess the one thing with NIL is like, I root for the kids who are playing in college who might not be good enough or might not have dreams to play professionally. And maybe this is like my own bias showing, because like if I had NIL in college, I wouldn't have quit playing basketball. And I can say that with full conviction. I quit because I never wanted to play professionally. And so I didn't see the benefit of becoming the greatest basketball player I could possibly be and then quitting and sacrificing a bit of my education for that. So like I root for the girls, guys who are like, I root for them to make money also. So if it's only going to the top schools and the star players who are going to be first round draft picks, it's like, I guess fair. This is capitalism, fair. But I would love for other kids to get that opportunity as well, because Division I sports is a grind. It's so much of your time. You sacrifice a lot. For me, you have to sacrifice a lot of like your education as well, depending on what school you go to, time with friends, this and that. You can't get a secondary job because you're practicing and doing all these things. So you're not making money in other ways. So yeah, I hope that other teams are also invited and they do more of those. What do you guys think about this college in-season tournament playing for $2 million? Do you think it's going to positively or negatively impact the NCAA? Do you think the women should also get this opportunity to play in tournaments like this? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think and who you think is going to win the tournament this year.